Welcome to this week's Security Report. I'm Paul McAdam. Thanks for joining us. Beginning with some news from the courts, 51-year-old Genghis Khan, also called Lynx, was on Thursday convicted by a 12-member jury for carnal knowledge and 3 counts of indecent assault committed on a 9-year-old girl in 2008. The High Court jury found him guilty on 3 counts of indecent assault and 1 count of carnal knowledge. The offenses reportedly occurred between August 1 and August 31 of that year. Khan was remanded to prison and will return to court for sentencing and a probation report on May 14th this year. Troy Thomas, the first fugitive to be extradited from Guyana to the United States this year, was arraigned on Thursday before Queens Supreme Court Justice Kenneth C. Holder on an indictment charging him with second-degree murder. He was remanded to prison and his return date is set for June 13th. If convicted, the defendant faces up to 25 years to life in prison. The convict was on the run for 7 years after the killing of a 20-year-old man in South Richmond Hill, Queens, just before Christmas in 2011. 28-year-old Dinesh Dias, known as Anil of Lot 26 to Mary East Bank, Demerara, on Friday, pleaded guilty to having 1.8 kilograms of cocaine and 1.89 grams of cannabis in his possession for the purpose of trafficking on April 23. He was jointly charged with Anthony Collins, called Black Boy 31, Senior Ryan Mathura, called Desi 43, and Mohammed Insha 48. The others were released from police custody following Diaz's guilty plea at the Providence Magistrates Court before Magistrate Sunil Scarce. Diaz was sentenced to 48 months imprisonment and fined $5.1 million on the cocaine charge. He was also fined $15,000 or 1 week imprisonment for the cannabis possession charge. F Division ranks on the 20th of April arrested a 27-year-old Potaro River miner for the rape of a child under the age of 16. A search revealed an unlicensed pistol with 6 live rounds in his possession. The suspect, arrested at Garraway Stream, Potaro, is cooperating with investigators. E Division ranks conducted an intelligence-driven operation at a cannabis farm in Caracara, Linden. Approximately 4,000 plants, some measuring up to 4 feet in height, a tent, a wooden boat, clothing, and 5 live cartridges were discovered. After cataloging and destroying the cannabis, ranks came under fire from several suspects who seemingly escaped after the gunfight. Investigations are underway. Police Commissioner Leslie James met with Berbice residents on April 25 at Fort Wellington during the government's outreach. The Commissioner said that the outreaches are about reaching out and interacting and also building bridges across communities.
One of the pillars of our transformation is partnership, and indeed we are building partnership. So if we can build some here today again, we won't have a problem with that. The responses have been excellent. The issues raised to us, we looked into them and almost all of them have been completed today. We responded to the persons who raise issues with us and we give them feedback.
Public Security Minister Kemraj Ramjitan hosted a community meeting at the Farms Kendron Multipurpose Center in Central Maikoni after the outreach.
Just like they would do it in those areas they are, to me, in relation to security matters. I think it's a wonderful experience, bringing government to the people.
A motivational lecture on leadership was conducted at the Richard Ficcal College in Sudi Essequibo Coast on April 21. Facilitated by the Ministry of the Presidency's Dr. Astle Collins for G Division ranks, the interactive lecture covered concepts, styles, importance, perceptions, and examples of leadership. Now for some highlights from the Guyana Prison Service. On April 20, a mentally unstable convicted prisoner, Devon Griffith, attempted to start a fire via a main electrical panel in the New Amsterdam prison. The matter was brought under control by Guyana Fire Service and GPL members, along with prison service ranks. Devon, who's serving 25 years for murder, was relocated and is being monitored. A prisoner deemed to be the ringleader of an Easter Monday video which showed Lusignan inmates engaging in mock dogfights has been separated from the general population. According to the Acting Director of Prisons, Gladwin Samuels, a board of inquiry has been convened and a detailed investigation will be conducted. And finally, on the Guyana Police Force's wanted list, Belami Ali is wanted by the police for questioning in relation to murder committed on Ramzan Ali between the 11th and 12th of July 2009 at Colligan on the east coast of the Demerara. Anyone with information that may lead to the arrest of Ali is asked to contact the police on the telephone numbers on screen or their nearest police station. All information will be treated with the strictest confidence. That's it for this week's Security Report. Goodbye.